Hello, my name is Paul and I am the Race Logistics Manager for the Skye events team, and I'm here today to present a short video for you as the triathletes and 10k runners for our upcoming event, which is the Staffin Triathlon race series in 10k. This takes place up in Staffin on the Isle of Skye on Saturday, August 30th. Now, the purpose of this video is to provide you with some important race day information and some race day safety info. I'll begin today by summarising the 5 events we have. In short, 5 races on race day. 4 of these are triathlon based events and 1 is the 10k. Beginning with the main event, this is the Staffin Sprint. It sets off at 10 AM and follows a route which involves a 750 metre swim, a 19.2 kilometre cycle and a 5 kilometre run. Then at 10:40 AM we have the Super Sprint involving a 300 metre swim, a 10.5 kilometre cycle and a 2.5 kilometre run. Then moving on, we begin at 11:10 AM with the start of our junior races known as Tri-Start and TS1. These involve a 100 metre swim, a 1.7 kilometre cycle and a 600 metre run. At 11:30 AM we round off the triathlon based events with our TS2, TS3 events. These involve a 300 metre swim, a 5 kilometre cycle and a 1.8 kilometre run. So 4 triathlon based events in total. And then of course at 11:30 AM we have our annual Staffin 10k, which follows a beautiful undulating scenic route out on the Garrosh Road, which is a B road to the southwest of Staffin Slipway. It's essentially an out and back route and a really enjoyable race in itself. Now, I do stress to you that the roads are opened on race day, and we ask all participants to proceed with due caution and care when out on the roads for the cycle and running portions of the event. We will have, of course, adequate race signage in place, and this will be prevalent, including the major turn points of the event. And we do have a full team of marshals and first aid at the race and around the course for your safety. And these marshals will be wearing high-vis vest and in touch and in contact with the first aid team and our chief marshal at all times. Now, on race day, there will also be a final pre-race briefing, and this will be an in-person briefing which will take place 10 minutes before each race. So, for example, if the Staffin Sprint starts at 10 AM, there will be an in-person briefing at 9:50 AM at the start area of that event. I would ask all of you to try and attend the briefings. It will offer a good opportunity for you to ask any final questions and to have any final race day information delivered by our team and our committee on race day. In terms of the different elements of the events, I think it's worth breaking them into the 3 sections, given that we're talking about triathlon. So we have, of course, the swimming element, the cycling element and the running element, as well as transition zones. If we begin with the swimming element, the swim will all take place down at the Staffin Slipway and the Staffin Bay area. Now, I can tell you that there will be 2 motorised safety boats in place for your safety and 5 marshal kayakers in place for your safety. Furthermore, out on the water there will be buoys in place, and it is essential, and we ask that all swimmers keep to the left of the buoys at all time for safety. As with triathlon rules and regs, it is mandatory to wear a wetsuit and a swim cap, and we ask that you adhere to these regulations during the event. Now, when finishing the swim portion of the event, you will then transition into the cycle element and you will go via T1 or transition 1. Now, there's 1 or 2 points to note for the transition 1 element. In the interest of safety, we ask and stress that it is mandatory to first strap on and fully mount your race helmet before beginning to take the bicycle. Once you then take the bicycle, we also stress that there is no cycling in transition. So safety helmet first, then the bicycle, and then before setting off and exiting the transition zone, we stress that there is no cycling at that point in transition. Once out on the road, the roads are opened with the exception of 1 road closure, which I'll come to in just a moment. So the main roads, including that main A855, are opened, so please proceed with care and caution. Please have your race number adorned on your back for the cycling portion of the race. please keep to the left, cycle on the left, and overtake on the right, and on the right only. And please also adhere to appropriate distances between cyclists. There's not to be any drafting permitted during the events. Now, we will have a lead vehicle for the main Staffin sprint. This vehicle is there to enhance your safety. It will be adorned with appropriate vehicle signage, and it will have an amber orange light attached to it as well, again for your safety. Now, I will go over the turn points for the cycling elements in a separate video, but just to iterate that for the turns themselves, there are two major turns for the sprint and super sprint respectively, and that these are a foot off the pedal, foot down manoeuvre and operation, again for your safety for those turns. In terms of the transition 2 or T2, this is the element whereby cyclists transition into the run section of the race. And again, as per standard triathlon rules, it is mandatory first to mount the bike into the bike rack, and then and only then de-helmet and de-harness your helmet before transitioning into the run portion of the race. And for the run portion of the race, we ask, as per standard for a running element, that the race numbers be worn on your front of your bib or vest for that section. In terms of the road closure, as mentioned earlier, there is one road closure, and that is for the unclassified road which leads off the A855 down to the Staffin Slipway. This is known as the Ann Corrin Road, and there will be a road closure in place on this road from 10 AM until 1 PM on race day. This closure helps ensure that the triathlon-based events can set off safely and without any traffic disturbance, and it also ensures the wider safety of our junior races which follow a route which is mainly within the Staffin Bay area. So the road closure is in place there again for your safety. In terms of start and finish positions, it's worth noting these. For all of the triathlon based events, the start will be down at the Staffin Slipway. For the 10k, there is an exception. The 10k starts out on the B Road, which is known as the Garros Road, and it's just to the southwest of the Staffin Slipway and is on the route maps which are on our website. So in short, the start for all the triathlon based events is down at the Slipway, and for the 10k it's out on the Garros B Road. All 5 events, including the 10k, finish in the same location, that location being at Staffin Stores. Some refer to this as the Hungry Gull, given that there's 2 businesses there side by side, but Staffin Stores or Hungry Gull is where all of the events terminate and finish. In terms of race day logistics, we ask that you allow yourselves plenty of time and arrive nice and early. There is parking at Columba 1400, which is on our maps, and there will be some overflow parking on the day, likely across the road at the Little Church. Again, this will be appropriately signed on race day, and information will be given out pre-race. All in all, I hope and we hope that you have a fantastic event and that you enjoy it, and we hope for some excellent weather. Last year we had a bumper day with blue sunny skies, and we're hoping for something similar this year. Again, and to finalise, I will send and attach a second video which will contain some route maps and route timings. And please also read over and familiarise yourself with the documents on our website before the events and before race day, including the water distress signals document, which is a really valuable and useful document for you to read over. Have a great event, and best of luck from myself and from the Skye Events team. Thank you.